Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a review, swatches, and a demo on the new Wet n Wild Midnight Mermaid collection. It has been a hot minute since I've actually sat down and filmed a video. The last one you saw was a pre-recorded one as well as a vlog from the weekend before that, so it's been a really long time since I've actually sat down and filmed. Feels a little bit weird. I haven't talked to you all in such a long time. I've just been busy with work, but I was able to get my hands on a couple of the new Wet n Wild Midnight Mermaid collection. I didn't get everything. I only got 2 of the 4 items that they released, and I still wanted to make a video on them because I know a lot of you love my Wet n Wild videos and I love doing them as well. Wet n Wild is one of my favorite drugstore brands and I love when they come out with new collections. A majority of these products are still on the Wet n Wild website. I think the only thing that is sold out as we speak is the bundle box, but everything individually is still there on the website. So if you have been looking for this collection, you can still get it on their website. I do know that Ulta now carries Wet n Wild, which is so exciting, and it is making its way in store. So if you haven't seen it yet, just keep your eye out if you go to your local Walgreens or CVS. I think Walgreens is going to be the one that carries it. Again, I do show you all a tutorial, a little demo at the end on how to get this eye look. I also do have a couple of comparisons that I want to show you because the couple of the things that I have are very similar to things that you probably already have in your collections. I do also have kind of like a dupe comparison for the highlighter that I know a lot of you guys are excited about. So if you do want to see my review, swatches, as well as the demo on how to get this eye look, then just keep on watching. I'm just going to go over what is in this collection. Again, they did have a bundle box online, but that is currently sold out. Wet n Wild has been very good at releasing new highlighters. They have some of the best highlighters from the drugstore in my opinion, and they did come out with a new one in this collection. I feel like that's very typical for them now. This is a highlighting bar. This is in the color Midnight Moon. They also released 4 colors of the Mega Last Metallic Liquid Catsuit lipsticks. I did not pick up any of those. To be quite honest with you, I just knew that I wasn't going to get use out of them, so I didn't want to pick them up, but those do retail for $4.99. The next items, which I do have all 4 of them, these are the Color Icon Metallic Liquid Eyeshadows. These are very, very pretty, and I cannot wait to show you guys the swatches of these. And then last but not least, in the collection, they did also release 3 different colors of the Mega Liner Metallic Eyeliners. There is a blue one, it looks like a teal one, and a gray one. Again, I did not pick up any of those. I did not see myself using those, but those do retail for $3.99. When it comes to Wet n Wild videos, I feel like I always start with the highlighter, so I'm actually going to start with the liquid eyeshadows first because I'm actually more excited about these than I am the highlighter. So again, these are the Color Icon Metallic Liquid Eyeshadows. There are 4 different colors, and these do retail for $4.99. I have my receipt right here. So when I first ordered these shadows, I had no idea what to expect. I just knew that they were going to be a metallic liquid eyeshadow. I didn't know if they were going to be sparkly or intense. I had no idea. I don't think Wet n Wild has ever come out with a metallic liquid eyeshadow before. The packaging of these is really, really cute. You have a cap with like mermaid scales at the top, and then it just says the Color Icon Metallic Liquid Eyeshadow with Wet n Wild on the plastic tube. These do feel nice and heavy even though they are only $4.99. You are getting 0.12 ounces of product or 3.5 milliliters, which is a pretty good amount considering how affordable this is. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about these in comparison to the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow shadows. So I was really excited because all of these shades are so different. So many of them are like dual chromatic as well. So the base of these shadows is one color, and then the glitter that is in these as well is a different color. So they're very, very multi-dimensional and kind of dual chromatic in that sense. And all these colors are so unique and so like dark and vampy and kind of mermaid-esque. They're so different from what I have in my collection, which is why I also wanted to pick them up. I mean, a lot of these glitter and glow shadows from Stila are very neutral looking, but these are so unique and special in their own way. I would highly recommend picking up all of these colors. Some of these are a little bit harder to work with when you put them on the lid. So quickly comparing these two again, in terms of the amount of product you were getting 0.15 ounces in these Stila shadows, which these retail for $24. These are only 0.12 fluid ounces. So there really isn't that much of a difference in terms of the amount of product you were getting, especially for the price difference. This is in the color Moonlight Majesty. It's like the purple with like a green shift to it. This looks so pretty in the tube, but then when you put it on, it's very, very patchy. This is a black base, but you can see it is so pigmented, but when you build it up, it just kind of shears out, and there's a lot more black base to this than there is that purple. You can see it from afar, but when you put it on your lid, it's a little bit different. And as you can see, the more I'm applying this, it's kind of taking it away. So you have to really be careful with this one. It's a little bit more of a liquidy formula. So I would definitely recommend with this using a brush, not the actual applicator, to apply it because you don't want your eyelid to get streaky. The more these dry down, the more you will see a little bit more sparkle. So as you can see already, there is a little bit more of that kind of like maroon red sparkle. Next we have the color Aquatic Prism. This is the one I have on my eyes, and this color is so beautiful. This is one of my favorite shades. It's like a chameleon kind of peacocky shade. When you move it against the light, you can see a little bit of purple as well as that kind of like teal color. It is so beautiful. It's, again, what I'm wearing on my eyes, and I just love this color. The next color we have is called Mysterious Nights. This is like the black silver in the collection. Here is what Mysterious Nights looks like. This one definitely has like the most glitter in it. This one is, again, another one of my favorites, but it is a little bit more patchy. Last color of these metallic shades is called Lara's Necklace. This is like a really pretty green color. So here's a swatch of that one. There is the last shade. The cool thing about all of these is that all of the bases of these four colors is black. The only difference between them is that the glitter in all of these is different. So you have the purpley pink, you have the blue with a little bit of a purple shift, you have the black with the silver sparkle, and then this really beautiful emerald green. I do really want to quickly show you the applicator also. So this is what it looks like. It is a doe foot, but as you can see, it's very, very skinny and narrow. It kind of comes to a point. It has a really nice kind of flat paddle brush effect to it. What's amazing with these as well is once they dry down, they're not going to budge. The formula is a little bit more watery, not as glittery on these, but the effect that it gives your eye is very, very similar. Next, I have the highlighter. This is the only highlighter that is in the collection. This is called Midnight Moon. It's like a metallic silver. It kind of feels cheap, not gonna lie. This is $6.99, so you kind of get what you're paying for. But this is such a pretty color, and it's so unique to anything else that I have in my collection. I was able to find something similar, but I don't think everyone has the specific palettes, but I did want to show it to you just in case. This is $6.99. You are getting 0.30 ounces of product or 85 grams. I just wanted to compare it to one of the Mega Glow highlighting powders. This one is 0.19 ounces of product, but this color is super interesting. The packaging of this is really cool also in terms of just the design on the actual powder. It does have like a little mermaid tail on there. I did notice when I first opened this that there is glitter in this formula, but the good thing is I do not see it on my face when I do apply it with my brush. I am wearing it today. So in terms of the color of this, I do think it's pretty. It's very different and hard to wear because of the undertones to it. If I apply too much of this, it looks like I have a green and gold streak on my face. You do want to be very careful and light-handed with this, especially if you are around my skin tone or lighter. I do feel like this is going to look absolutely gorgeous on people with more of a medium tan and deeper skin tone because of the undertones of this. In terms of the formula, I actually really don't like the formula of this. It is super, super dry, and it's quite hard to pick up with a brush. The more you use it, the softer it gets. You really have to dig with your brush through this to really kind of take off that first layer. Here it is swatched. As you can see, there is a little bit of a shift of green in there, but of course the majority of the undertone in this is gold. Now I did want to show you a comparison to another shade that I found. This is from the Anastacio Aurora Glow Kit. This is in the color Helia. This one right here, I wanted to show you the comparison between the two because they are very similar. Here at the top we have Wet n Wild, and on the bottom is Anastasia. As you can see, the Anastasia one is a little bit brighter. It has more of a white gold undertone to it. This one is a little bit deeper. It has more of that green. This is the closest thing that I found in my collection. It is a really beautiful color. I do think this is going to be a collector's item because a lot of people love collecting these. So now that you've seen the swatches of all the products and heard my reviews on each of them, I do want to show you the demo of me using the metallic liquid eyeshadow as well as how the highlighter applied on my cheeks. I will leave all the other products that I'm wearing down below in the description box if you're curious, but if you do want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. To make sure my eye primer is set, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild little single eyeshadow. This is in the color Brulee. I'm going to take this on a Real Techniques brush. This is the B01 in the like blue collection. This is brand new. I talked about these on my Instagram and Snapchat, just how absolutely amazingly soft these are. It seems a little big, but it's just so quick and easy to set both of my eyes. For eyeshadow, I'm going to start out with Bake Sale by Makeup Geek on a B04 brush. This is also from Real Techniques, the new blue brush collection they have. This is one of my favorite brushes to put my first crease color into my eyes. So I'm just going to place this right into my crease, focusing it on the outer corner and then dragging it inwards. Can you guys just see how nicely that brush placed this color? It feels so good too. I I do want this look to be a little bit more cool tone, so I'm going to go into my Gunmetal stack by Met Cosmetics. I'm just going to take the matte shade in this quad and use that same brush that we use again by Real Techniques. And this is going to go a little bit underneath that Bake Sale color. I'm just going to apply this into my crease and drag it inwards also. I'm now going to go in with Americano by Makeup Geek on a Sigma E25 blending brush. So this is just going to go right along my lower lash line, kind of blending it into my outer V. I'm going to go back into my Gunmetal stack. I'm going to take the color Industrial, which is this shimmery kind of cool tone gray. This is on a Morphe E17 brush. So it's going to go right in my outer corner. I do have fallout, so I'm just going to wipe away. This is totally an extra step, but I am going to be cutting out my crease. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. I just want to make sure there is a defined line between the cream shadow I put on my lid and the rest of the smokiness going on my eye. I also want to quickly go back in with the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee shade. I just want to set that concealer just to make sure that it doesn't budge. Now for the fun part, we're going to go in with the metallic liquid eyeshadow from Wet n Wild. I'm going to take the color Aquatic Prism, which is like the bluish purpley color. And this is going to go right on my lid. I do want to add a little bit more sparkle, so I'm going to go on top of the lid shade with a little bit of the MAC Reflex Glitter and Reflex Pearl. I'm just obsessed with these, so I'm going to take a little bit of this. You don't need any like mixing medium or glitter glue or anything like that because this is already still a little bit tacky. I'm just going to press a little bit of this right on top. I'm just going to go in with some mascara and some falsies, and I'll be right back to finish off the eyes. So I am back. I have obviously the rest of my face on. I'm still missing highlight. I need to finish off the bottom of my eyes. Going back in with that Real Techniques brush, I'm going to go back into Bake Sale, which was the first Makeup Geek shadow we took for our crease. I'm just going to buff this underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to go back in with a Melt stack and take the matte shade, and I'm going to be using the Sigma medium angled shading brush. This is an E70, and this is going to go right on the outer third of my eye, dragging it slowly inwards. And then last, for my lower lash line, I'm going to take the color Industrial again from that Melt Gunmetal stack. This is on a smaller angled diffuser brush. This one is by e.l.f. and this is going right on the corner of my eye. I'm going to apply a little bit of liner on my bottom waterline. I only want to apply it where the smokiness is. I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the color Accuse. This is a really beautiful shimmery blue. So again, this is just going to go right on the outer corner where I have all of those other smoky colors. Before I apply mascara on my lower lashes, I do want to apply a little bit of highlight. Now I'm going to use a different one than the Wet n Wild one, just because I feel like this is going to go absolutely beautifully with this kind of blue eye look. This is the Kiko Milano Water Eyeshadow. This is in the color 208. It's just absolutely beautiful. I've been using this as a highlight on my face, on my eyes, as well as an eyeshadow, so I have been absolutely loving this product. So I'm first going to take this a little bit on my brow bone. You guys can just see how freaking pigmented that is. I'm also going to apply this on the inner corners of my eye just to really brighten everything up. So I do have to put on my cheekbone highlighter. I'm just going to apply this with an Anastacio A23 brush. This is dry. So all in all, I am very pleased with what I got from this collection. The star of the show for this entire collection are these liquid eyeshadows. These are so pretty. If you had to get one thing, I would definitely get this blue shade. It is out of this world stunning, as well as the green. I think this is super, super unique and very different from a lot of things that have come out recently. So I'll leave links to all these products down below, as well as a highlighting product. I hope you all really enjoyed this review, and I hope it was helpful to some of you. I know so many of you love Wet n Wild just as much as I do, so I hope you liked it. Leave me a comment down below if you do plan on picking anything up from this collection, or if you already have and if you like it or not. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up as well, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!